Welcome back. So, uh, some updates. Okay, I'm back in the garage again, and look at that. I have a floor in here and a cat. Can't do anything without at least one of the cats. So my pile is still a pile. Okay, but the good news here is that I can now get to the back door. So that's good. These are projects that some of this I might be doing work on one of my other, well, I'm not going to say technically it's supposed to be my husband's channel, or I might put it on my craft one. I'm not sure yet. Anyways, but I have to refinish some of these. These are parts to looms, weaving looms, things like that. So that's a whole different thing, not related to this channel. So, little bit of updates. If you saw my post earlier this week, I started this week out with a severe debilitating pain last Sunday. And I ended up in the emergency room. And at the emergency room, I passed a kidney stone. So, yes, it is as painful, maybe more painful than childbirth. Okay? So my week did not start well. Took me a few days to feel better from that. Yes, I'm going to follow up with my doctors. I'm just waiting to hear back from them on some stuff. And then after that, then a family member was feeling very poorly. And yesterday I took him to the emergency room and he's still there. Had to be admitted. So I won't go into detail on that. But so it's going to be some back and forth. So based on the issues going on right now, and the other reason I made this other business decision, I had noticed that I have been going into my totes and getting pulling orders, and I noticed some other items in the totes, their condition had been changing. So I got to figure something out downstairs and figure out what's happening down there and why that's happening. So what I ended up doing, I'm like, all right, before I have some kind of a problem with an order or I have to cancel orders due to condition issues, I am just putting my store on vacation until I can regroup and figure out, how to deal with this. So what I've decided to do is store is on vacation for 2 weeks, basically till the end of August. I might restart it again if I can get things sort of situated. I went in, I think yesterday morning, and delisted everything. And I decided that I've got to do a very severe purge and inventory. Going through every single thing, putting my eyes on it, and looking at how I've got it listed. Because I can go into all of the ended listings, find that listing, and say, okay, is it priced correctly? If it's something that I've had up for a couple of years, is it worth keeping? Do I need to adjust the price? Should I redo the pictures? I've had multiple ways I've been doing the pictures for the last couple of years. So maybe redoing the pictures and actually using the light box will make it, pop more and do better. So it's basically a store reset that I'm doing, revamping everything. Now, during all of this, we have also gotten our hands on some foam to insulate the walls downstairs. So that project's going to be starting probably, I don't know, in a couple of weeks, I would say. Probably when it starts cooling down again and school starts. And
And I'm out of the house, so I don't have to worry about it.
Oh, geez, stop. You like to help us.
Board is heavy.
So, that's sort of what's been going on. Things have been a little crazy. I am feeling a lot better than I was last week. My back doesn't hurt half as bad. Still has issues, but it's not like it was. So I would say that was a kidney stone brewing back there that I did not know about. So, and those are super awful, painful. Oh God, that was just, it finally dawned on me on the way to the emergency room what it might be. And as soon as I realized that, I'm like, oh God, I am in for it, because my mom had the same problem. So, and I saw what she went through. So, yeah. So it's kind of like a lot of life hitting me in the face this week. And I just, would you stop that, little boy? Yeah. So a lot of life happening this week, and had to kind of step back. I was super afraid that somebody would order something and I go to pull it and be like, oh my God, this thing, this item is just the conditions isn't the same. It's really been items that have been sitting around for a couple of years. And I think with a combination of insulating the basement, redoing some different areas, because I've got to pull shelving down. We've got to reset some spaces. I think I'm probably going to take that corner desk completely out, simplify. All I have down there now is a laptop. I'm not going to be using the desktop anymore. That I brought that upstairs. So it's going to be a lot of change. I'm going to be purging out a lot of stuff. Like I said, going through my store one item at a time, looking at the listing, tweaking out the listings, and putting them back up one at a time. I'm hoping at a certain point when things settle down a little bit, I can do 10 a day like that, because I have everything. Everything is where it should be. It's kind of very few items that are having condition issues, but I'm not comfortable with what's happening on some of them. So I'm so afraid that, I'm going to go in and get something and be like, oh my God, this is bad. So, and then have to cancel it. And that's the last thing I want to have to do. I've had to do that before in the past. Knock on wood. I have not had to do that. And I would say at least 2 years. I had one minor defect, and I think those finally drop off after a year. And it just dropped off a few months ago. So yeah, okay. I must have had something a little more than a year ago. And I think that was just sending something out later than it should have been. And getting the label printed too late or something to that effect. So it was like a 0.01 defect or something. So, yeah, so it's a combination of a store reset, little bit of a life. Well, not really a life. I mean, life is really just what it is.
Crazy.
Yes. But it's just sort of like, okay, I have to take a step back, and, I love doing the reselling. I am happy with the part-time job, because the part-time job is actually keeping something consistent coming in. That's what I've had the trouble with the most. The money for my reselling wasn't consistent enough. I haven't been able to find really good items around here. And it's been very difficult getting out when I need to get out. Plus, I mean, come on, look at this. I gotta get this straight before I can really say, hey, I'm gonna, get this. I'm really gonna, I think if I can get all of this cleaned up, organized, and everything, then, and have spaces, that are just for like this space right here. This is going to turn into a processing center, you know, with a like countertop is going to be right here. It's probably going to come right out here to the end of the staircase. I don't want it to come out any further because then I won't be able to pull in. And I can do everything from unloading groceries to unloading tag sale finds. The next room in there, in the mud room, my husband is hooking up a oh God, what do you call it? A slop sink. Well, it's called a slop sink. It's
but it's
a little bit more simplified than what we had. We had this little dinky porcelain sink in there that you'd find in a 30-year-old bathroom. So we got rid of that, and this is more effective for what I would want it for. So yeah, unfortunately, everything's just happening super slow because of other things happening. So I know it's not much of an update, but it's something, and I am so thankful for all my new subscribers. I noticed I've been trickling in some more subscribers for the last couple of weeks, and I've had a hard time getting a video done, so I thought, okay, I'm going out there and I'm going to talk about my updates and, what things are going on, and I'll be so happy when things can finally start having some normalcy. It's going to be a little while before that can happen, but I'll get there. Got to stay positive. Okay, so once again, that's my pile. But I think when I did the last video, you couldn't even... Oh, there's the kid. There was no floor here. And actually, this isn't as bad as it looks, really. I mean, there's a shelving unit there. It was in my mudroom, but I felt like it was too big for the mudroom, so I'm going to use it downstairs for inventory. And I put it outside so I could hose it off, and it's now dry, so that's going to move downstairs because I think it's going to be more effective down there. And then this other project with the weaving looms, those are in here too. I think the shelf and the looms, if those were out of here, this would look so much better. But I'm probably jumping ahead a little bit because I'm already seeing like workable space. Like I can actually do some work in here now. And it's, I'm jumping ahead a little. So, okay. I guess that's enough for now. Hopefully, you know what? I'm not even going to say it. I will get another video out as soon as I can. Let's put it that way. So please like, subscribe, comment down below. What am I forgetting?
Notification bell.
Oh, and that notification bell. My son always reminds me that I always forget to say that. Okay, so I got it all this. We have it all now?
What'd you say?
Please like, subscribe, comment, notification bell, right?
Yeah.
Oh, and share. And share the channel. See, you didn't think of that one.
Because I don't say that one.
You don't say that one? Why wouldn't you say that one? Okay, this is an argument off camera. See you next time. Bye.